Midday, lovely, lovely day for it, lovely. See what the temperature's doing. 19 degrees, wow. Not bad for the UK, man, not bad. The main thing is dry, well, a few clouds, not many. Geezer. They just, moped riders, man, they look so tense. I don't know, maybe I've got a superiority complex, but no, they shouldn't feel inferior, that's for sure. I think it's half term next week, so it'll be even less traffic, but in the mornings it'll be dead, but during the day it gets busy because obviously all the families are coming in to do their shopping. Someone's got to boost the economy because it ain't going to boost itself. Thanks, David. Thank you, Mr. Cameron. It's a shame you couldn't have stuck all the treasury money into an offshore account and got some nice interest. You know, help us all out, don't just help yourself. But politicians, man, that, you know, you can't trust them. You know, it doesn't matter. Unfortunately, even if they started out meaning well, it just, you know, power corrupts. You just can't trust them. You know, why would you put someone in charge who wants to be in charge? Don't be stupid. You know, you geezer. And you know, it's just silly. It's just silly. Self-interests, anyone? I'd never vote for someone who wanted to be at the top. I'm doing it for the country. Yeah, okay. It's ridiculous, but you know, unfortunately, that's, like I said before, that's the system now, and we've just got to just get on with it and do our best. Politics at all levels. You know, I've been to a local parish meeting. Okay, it's like a local council meeting, and it's diabolical. You know, I only went there for one issue, and I had to wait 3 hours to speak. And even then I got shot down because they didn't like the way I was speaking, because I felt quite passionate about it. But you know, they wanted to hear more about, you know, why a tree that was leaning over someone's garden, why that was causing an issue, and you know, more than you know, I was trying to talk about traffic. Local traffic was getting insane, and kids were at risk. School children as young as 3. But no, you know, I had to wait 3 hours to speak, and that was just one of these fucking monthly parish meetings. And you know, he just talked shit to me, the councillor, and I thought, hang on, you're a public servant, you can't talk to me like that. But they're just used to it, you know, because nobody will say anything. And I just felt uncomfortable. I thought, you're supposed to represent me in government, and you're just a dick. And you could tell he was bored off his face. He just didn't give a shit. But yeah, that's the state of affairs, man. You know, it's our own fault. We voted him in. You know, look at what's going on in the States. You got Trump, Hillary, and you know, Bernie Sanders, who's supposed to be their, you know, saviour, but he's not going to get very far. You know, it's David and Goliath. But you know, at the end of the day, it'd be their own fault. And I want them to vote in Trump or Hillary, because they're going to get fucked, absolutely fucked, and they're going to take the whole world with them. Right, forget the banking crisis and the housing collapse when they affected everyone globally, and UK's economy shrunk by 6%, and everybody was like, you know, up in arms and panicking and all sorts of crap. But you wait, you know, when either Hillary or Trump get in, you got, you know, that's it, game over, man, game over. But you know, it'll serve you right because you voted him in, and then whoever you speak to, no, we didn't vote him in. No, I didn't want him in. Well, somebody wanted him in because he got voted in, or she got voted in. Yeah. Anyway, I'm working on a trailer for the channel, and you know, I'm not sure of the direction. I think I'm going to try a few things. Hopefully, you guys will like it, guys and girls, I should say. Don't want to discriminate. When it comes to these sort of things, I can't always get a writer's block or creativity block. Because I do like to do stuff, right, for the channel, but when it comes to directing a video and organising it, I'm just shit. I just draw a blank every time, and that's why I like writing and talking, because it's spontaneous for me. I just say whatever comes to my mind. That's easy for me. I'm taking the easy way out, guys. Sorry. But like I said, you know, if you've got any suggestions, I'll be happy to use them, or you know, morph them into my own kind of conceptions. Is that conception? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I mean, going back to politics and politicians, I mean, look what happened to Obama, right, when he got in first. You know, he's supposed to be the chosen one, his first black president, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, nobody thought he'd get in, but he got in. Fair enough, you know, good for him, right? Even pushing through Obamacare, right, he had issues. It was like a whittled down version of what, you know, what they intended. And that's the problem. This, you know, no matter which pie gets in, the hands are tied. The hands are tied by the machine, as it were. You know, there's only so much they can do. Nice Jag. Look at that. That's beautiful, lovely colour. Yeah, so even if they go in, right, all guns blazing, they can't achieve everything, and they certainly, I mean, he gave it a good try, but so no matter who you pick, and it's the system, it's slow as fuck. I'm sure it's deliberately made to you know, it's a slow machine, you know, the workings of government. Unfortunately, it takes lifetimes for any changes to occur, you know. Because I remember when I was a little, and my parents would argue about politics, and you know, you had the discussions, and you're like, what the hell are these guys talking about, you know? But yeah, you know, I'd remember the Falklands War, and you know, Palestine back then, and Beirut, you know, and the Cold War. Remnants of the Cold War in the 80s. You know, we used to live under the fear of nuclear attack. And the scary thing is, you know, all those bombs are still out there. You know, things have got worse in some respects, because you've got people with religious reasons to now blow the fuck out of each other, let alone political reasons. You know, and that shit is still out there. It's still happening. But you forget, because in the 80s everyone was scared, and but it gets buried. Now, you know, we've got the rise of terrorism, and more localized threats, you know. But no, if they get their hands on a bomb, and it's just a matter of time, unfortunately, it's just a matter of time. So, you know, it's quite a heavy topic of discussion, really, and you know, I do like talking about this sort of things, because what the fuck did he just do? That micro, did you see that? Pulled out, went into the bus lane, then chopped across, because obviously he pulled out too quick. Fuck me. It's the kind of shit that you gotta watch out for, man. Pull back, stay back, let the drama play out, don't get involved, you know what I mean? But yeah, you know, it's good to talk about everything. It's good, you know, I mean, I'm not saying you should have an opinion, and you know, mine is correct, but you know, you should be aware of things like that, because that's the reality we live in now. It's good to talk about it, I think, to have debate, even though there is fuck all we can do about it. And you know, gee, that micro driver is a complete and utter tosser, guys. That's embarrassing. Should be embarrassed. You know, I'm not saying, you know, it's all depressing and you know, we're just ants in the, you know, bigger picture, but we can talk about it. That's what, you know, we've got freedom of speech here, we've got freedom of thought, and you know, enjoy it. I mean, I've never been oppressed in all my life. You know, growing up in the UK, never had any issues. One hand on the wheel, guys, and one hand on a sandwich. Fucking Merc drivers, man. Why do you guys do it? If you're a Merc driver, can you explain it to me? You know, it's like driving around like he's having a fucking picnic. Look at this fucking Merc driver. Get back in your fucking lane like a good boy. Do you know what I mean? Or good girl for that matter. Fucking twatters. Yeah, you know, I'm not saying that we don't have any control at all, because we've got control over ourselves and we've got control over our immediate environment. And it's not like China where they just block YouTube if you disagree with the government. Imagine that, fucking hell. Just don't block my porn, man. Yeah, I've been to China twice and it's beautiful and lovely. I loved it. And you know, I don't agree with a lot of their practices, like, you know, skinning dogs and eating them and shit, because I've seen the videos, and it's fucked up. It's fucked up what people do. But no, China is beautiful and vast, absolutely vast. And I only spent time in Beijing, But it was great. I loved it, and I'd love to go back. I've been to Thailand, and that's my favourite place. No, I tell a lie. It's India. India's one of my favourite places. Loved it, absolutely loved it. It's the people. Thailand is great because of the people and the location, right, and the weather. But India, the people just fucking want it for me because they're so. It's so humble. It's humbling as well. But they're so nice. You couldn't ask for a better culture than better people, honestly. I just felt at peace. I went to Australia and I fucking hated it. Fuck that. I'm sorry guys, but my experience was shit. And unfortunately, and that's what counts, right? And yeah, I just wasn't happy there. I think it's because I'd been to India and I'd gone to Australia afterwards, and it was complete, opposite. The people were unfriendly, the locations were hazardous and shit, and cities were crap, just vast blocks of concrete and road. But India was just fucking down to earth, man. It was beautiful. It's such a romantic country. But the poverty, man, oh my god. It's crazy. I could go on about it for days, but I won't because I've got to go now.